Let's begin in a comfortable seat. Take a nice deep breath in here and exhale it all out. Take one more deep breath in and exhale it all out through the mouth. Good. On your next inhale, bring your hands in prayer to the center of your chest. And take a moment here to set an intention for your practice. It could be a single word or a phrase. Maybe something like, I am strong, or I am grateful. Whatever it is, take a moment and think about that here. Now on your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead, reaching long through your fingertips. And on your exhale, drop your left arm down for a side stretch, reaching over with your right arm, opening your chest up towards the ceiling, and keeping your right hip glued down to the mat. Inhale back up to center, reaching tall through your arms, and then drop your right arm down, stretching overhead with your left fingertips, keeping the left hip down on the mat. And see if you can reach your chest up towards the ceiling any bit more. Inhale, back to center, reaching your arms up overhead. And on your exhale, twist to the left side. This is just a gentle twist here, beginning to warm up the spine. Inhale, twist back to center, reaching the arms up overhead, and exhale, twisting over to the right. And just twisting gently, no need to force it. Inhale back up to center. And then exhale, fold forward, reaching your arms out long in front of you. Again, taking it gentle here. Inhale and walk your hands back up towards your body. And then exhale and come to a tabletop with your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees hip width apart. And from here, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So on an inhale, drop your stomach, lift up your head, reaching your chest open for cow. And then exhale, round the spine, drop the head for cat. Inhale, drop the stomach, lift the head up. And exhale, round the spine, dropping the head. Keep moving like this on your own breath. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine in tabletop. Breathe in here, and then exhale, lift your hips up and back, push up into downward facing dog. So here you're pushing through your hands, reaching back up through the hips, keeping a nice long spine. And since this is the first down dog of the day, Feel free to take a moment to pedal the feet out or rock the hips side to side. Take whatever movements feel good here. And then inhale and look up towards your hands. And exhale, walk your feet up to meet your hands. Find a forward fold here. Allowing a bend in the knees to happen, bending as generously as you need to. And on your next inhale, rise up into halfway lift. Hands come to shins or the thighs, reaching the crown forward. And then exhale into a forward fold again. And then on your inhale, sweep your arms up overhead, coming all the way up to stand. And exhale your hands into prayer at heart center, reminding yourself of that intention that you set at the beginning of practice. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward, bending in the knees as much as needed. Inhale and rise to halfway lift, hands pressing into the shins, crown reaching long out in front of you. And exhale, fold forward. Keeping a bend in the knees, inhale and rise all the way up to stand, arms sweep up overhead. And exhale, the hands to prayer at heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, hinge at the hips, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Keeping a bend in the knees, inhale and rise all the way up to stand, sweeping the arms up overhead, reaching towards the ceiling. And exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Again, reminding yourself of the intention that you set. Once more, inhale, your arms sweep up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up overhead, coming up to stand. And exhale, your hands to prayer at heart center. Breathe in, and exhale it all out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step it back to plank. Hands come directly under shoulders, tucking in the navel. And then exhale, lift your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Again, maybe taking a moment to pedal out the feet here. But the hips continue to reach up towards the ceiling. On the next inhale, bring your right leg up and back. And then exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Low lunge. Inhale, up into high lunge. Arms come up, lifting up with your fingertips. And exhaling a little bit deeper, bending into that front knee. Good. Hips are square towards each other. And that back knee continues to lift. With every inhale, reach up a little bit taller, and every exhale, bend a little bit deeper into that front knee, making sure that your front knee is not going over the front of your toes, but staying in line with the ankle. Good. Inhale here, and then exhale, open it up into warrior two. The back heel comes down, chest opens up to the side, head stays looking out over your front fingertips. Nice. Again, lifting up through the hips on every inhale, reaching tall towards the ceiling, and then making sure that there's a nice bend in that front knee. Inhale and reach forward, flip that front palm, and exhale, move back into peaceful warrior. Making sure to reach up through the chest so that there's no collapsing in the back, but that there's lift and there's space. Inhale, back up into warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down to frame your front foot. Low lunge. Inhale, step it back to plank. Hands are directly under the shoulders. And then on your exhale, tilt forward and bend your elbows and lower yourself all the way down to the ground, keeping those elbows tucked in close to your body. Inhale into baby cobra, pressing gently through the palms, reaching the chest forward. And then exhale, pushing up and back into downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep breath in here. And exhaling it all out. Good. Inhale the left leg up and back. Inhale up into high lunge here. Reaching up through those fingertips. And exhaling a little bit deeper into that knee. Inhale here. And then exhale, open it up into warrior two. The back heel drops to the ground. Chest opens to the side. But your gaze stays out over those front fingertips. Really reach through those hands, both front and back. Keeping a bend in that front knee and lifting continuously through the crown of your head. Good work. On your next inhale, hinge forward a little bit, flip that front palm, and exhale. Again, lifting up out of the back so that you're not dumping weight into the lower spine. On your next inhale, come back up into warrior two. And then exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, step it back to plank. And we'll move through our vinyasa again. On your exhale, tilt forward. And then lower yourself all the way down to the ground in one line, keeping the elbows tucked. Inhale, push yourself into baby cobra, lifting that chest, pushing gently through the hands to the ground. And then exhale, push yourself up and back into downward facing dog. Taking a nice deep breath in here and letting it all out. On your next inhale, look up towards your hands, and exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands, forward fold. Again, letting your knees bend as generously as they need to. Inhale, halfway lift, hands come to shins, crown of your head reaches forward, and exhale, forward fold. Keeping a bend in your knees, inhale and sweep your arms all the way up overhead, and then exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Reminding yourself of the intention you set. And on your next exhale, drop your hands down to your sides for mountain pose. Really rooting through the feet here, grounding down, and then reaching all the way up through the crown of your head, lifting your chest, keeping that tailbone tucked. Good. From here, let's shift our weight into our left foot. Your hands can come to your waist or prayer at the center of your chest. We're going to take a tree pose here. So with your weight shifted, begin to lift up your right foot, rotating that hip outward, and maybe your foot comes to your ankle and still touches the ground, or it can come to the calf, or it can come all the way up to the inside of the thigh. Note wherever is most comfortable for you. And from here, push through that foot into the leg and the leg into the foot to find balance, keeping your eyes on one steady point. And if you feel comfortable, you may begin to spread your branches out overhead. Nice work. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down and then drop your foot back down to the ground for Tadasana. Again, rooting down through the ground, dropping your hands to your sides and reaching all the way up through your head. Now shift your weight into your right foot for tree on the other side. Again, begin to lift up that left foot and rotate outward from the hip. Maybe the side is different. Notice where your foot can go on this side. You can again bring your foot either to your ankle or the calf or the inner thigh. And it's all right if this side is different than the other. Again, pushing through the foot into the leg and the leg back into the foot to find more balance and keeping your eyes on one focus point. And as you feel ready, you can extend your arms out overhead again, remembering to breathe here. And then exhale your hands back down, and then drop your foot back down to the ground, rooting down here through Tadasana once more. And exhaling it all out. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, step it back to plank pose, keeping that navel tucked. And then exhale it back into downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in here. And then exhale, drop the knees, sink the hips back into child's pose. You can keep the knees as wide or as tight as you want. Reaching the arms out long or just letting them hang. Inhale and walk yourself up to your knees, and then come find a seated position with your feet pressed, the soles of your feet pressed against each other. Your feet can be close to you or farther away, whatever is most comfortable. And from here, inhale, the arms up overhead, and exhale, begin to fold forward. Inhale and walk yourself back up to center. And exhale here. Now move your legs to an easy seated position. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, twist to the left, just like we did at the beginning. Keeping that spine nice and long. Inhaling to straighten the spine. And exhaling, seeing if you can twist a little bit deeper. Inhale the arms back to center. And exhale, twisting to the right. Pulling that right shoulder back and pushing the left shoulder forward to find a deeper twist. Inhale back to center. And exhale your hands back down to your legs. Now we're going to sit so that your left leg is straight out in front of you. And your right leg can stay tucked in. Inhale the arms up overhead. And exhale, fold forward over that front leg. Keeping the foot flexed. Maybe you touch the toes. Maybe your hands only come to your shins or your thighs. With every inhale, find a length in the spine. And every exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale and walk the hands back up. And exhale, switch legs. Your right leg comes out in front of you, and your left leg tucks in. Inhale, arms up overhead, finding length in the spine. And then exhale, folding forward. Noticing any differences with this side. Keeping that foot flexed. Inhaling to find length. And exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, walk yourself back up. And then bring your left leg out to meet your right. From here, exhale yourself all the way down onto your back. We're going to take a supine pigeon here. So, bend both knees, and then bring the right ankle to cross over the left knee. From here, you can reach through and grab the hamstring, and flexing through both feet. Pull the left hamstring toward you, and gently push the right knee out. On your next exhale, drop the legs back down to the ground and switch sides. The left ankle comes to cross over the right knee, flexing through both feet. Reach through to grab the right hamstring, pulling that leg towards you and pushing out through the left knee. Keeping the head resting on the ground. And breathe. On your next exhale, drop both legs back down to the ground. Inhale and hug the knees to the chest. And then exhale, drop them over to the left side for a supine twist. Your arms can come out into cactus or extend them long to the sides. And your head can look straight up or out over the right shoulder. Work on keeping that right shoulder down flat on the ground. And breathe deeply. Inhale your knees back up into the center of your chest. And then exhale, drop them over to the right side. Again, looking straight up or out over your left shoulder. And then inhale the knees back up to center. Give them a nice big hug. And then exhale, let everything lay out long on the mat for your final Shavasana. Make sure you're comfortable here, taking whatever last little movements you need. Bringing your legs about as wide as the mat, taking up as much space as you need. Snuggling your shoulder blades under so that they're flat against the ground. And then breathe. Take a nice deep breath in and let it all out. And then let your breathing return to normal as you take a few minutes here. Inhale deeply and exhale it out. Start bringing some movements back into your fingers and toes as you come back into the room. As you feel ready, roll over onto one side. And then keeping your eyes closed, push yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands into prayer at the center of your chest. Repeat to yourself one last time your intention that you set at the beginning of class. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.